There are great similarities between the kinds of challenges you face in India and the challenges of Africa, although in Africa they're probably more extreme. Africa as well is going through a period of very rapid urbanization. The bulk of the urban transition in Africa, like here, is still to come. But people are moving into cities that are completely ill-equipped to take people. And I think one major issue, and probably different from here, is that processes of urbanization and processes of economic growth are disconnected in Africa. So there's very little in the way of formal job creation, formal economic opportunity emerging in the cities of Africa, and yet rapid urbanization is still happening. So very much in the way that you do here, we have cities which are growing very rapidly, but a complete lack of infrastructure, of shelter, and of professionals who have any idea how to deal with this kind of crisis. I think in Africa, and probably again even more so than here, one of the most important questions is how do you respond to informality? The level of both settlement and jobs in what is known as the informal sector in Africa it's the norm. It's not the exception, it is the norm. And the way many of the cities work at the moment is that people have to actually step outside of the legal planning norms in order to survive. So there's this severe disconnection between what planners do and the kind of impact which planning has on the city and the ability of the majority of urbanites to actually survive in those cities. And that's a gap that we have to find a way of bringing together. That's a key issue for me. I think we have a problem in Africa that again is similar to yours. That the training of planning, the training of planners is way behind. Simply doesn't match the challenges of 21st century cities. So we have planning schools and often working with planning curricula that were established in the 1950s and 60s and haven't changed much since then. So planners are being produced that simply do not know how to deal with issues of 21st century urbanization. And that is the challenge. And the way that we are looking at that is through through what was set up some 10 years ago now as the Association of African Planning Schools. And that's a network which now comprises 32 planning schools across about 16 African countries. And the network has been there now, but the challenge is really to start to move the conversation towards curriculum revision. That is where a project which is happening through the African Centre for Cities is starting to raise issues around curricula. And it's being done from inside out and from the bottom up, and it's going to be slow and it's going to be painful. But I think in Africa that's the only way we're going to do it. I think it's an admirable attempt that you're making here. I'm full of admiration for the ambition and the scope of the IIHS. I think it's a great idea. I fully agree with I think the guiding idea that cities of today need new practitioners, and we have to try and produce people with far more of an interdisciplinary sensibility to deal with the kinds of problems that you're facing. So I think the ambitions are great, the goals are great. I think there will be challenges. There's no doubt about that. Formulating the right curriculum to produce the right kind of urban practitioner is clearly, as I've seen from the last few days, difficult. And there are no easy solutions to that. And I think you are doing path-breaking stuff here, and inevitably